Judges, are you ready? Okay. Here, number one is Jen Scarletto. Woo! Give it up for Jen. You can find her on Instagram at Cyber. You can find that handle in the program. Number two is Larissa K. Give it up for Larissa. Number three is Mermaid Marina, also found at that Instagram handle. Number four is Erin Dameron, the Apple Blossom Mermaid. Number five is Kate Marie Vasquez-Braun. Give it up. And then here, number six is Suyao Zhao, also found on Instagram at Yo-Yo Suyao. All right. Coming up first is going to be Jen, safety by Larissa. Marina will be holding her breath with Erin as her safety. Kate will hold her breath and Yo-Yo will be her safety. Judges, are we ready? Odd numbers. Yep. Mermaids, are you ready? Safety, are we ready? Camera, are we ready? Anatoly, are we ready? Woo! Judges, we good? All right. Just one more moment. Paperwork, am I right? All right. Judges have said they're ready. Safety, one more time. Ready. Mermaids, are we ready? Camera, are we ready? All right. Mermaids, your time begins now. You have 90 seconds to breathe in. Your body's more efficient. Apnea is about calming your body. Mermaids, 30 seconds has elapsed. Continue breathing in. Mermaids, your apnea begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin.
That's why we're calling it the static apnea. Grace, how long have you done the static apnea for? What's your record?
Not very long. I'd say
when I was practicing on land, because there's some great static apnea like free diving apps, I got to 145, and that was pretty cool. I was pretty proud of myself in that.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Sixth check.
Looks like so far all the mermaids are still doing. Oh, we had our first come up.
1, 3 are out.
1 and 3 are out.
It could be. So, yeah. Meditating, staying as calm as you possibly can is so important in these.
Actually, my technique that I do when I'm doing a static apnea is I sing the song that never ends in my head because it just goes on and on. It never ends, and it's weirdly meditative.
Yeah.
Still strong.
Yes. I tried counting, and counting was just really distracting. So, we still have someone
perfect.
going. We still going. That's number 5. That's our
Kate.
Let's check.
All right, so they're all giving really good, strong signals. That's how we know that they are still okay. They're still conscious because we are so hyper fixated on safety. We want to make sure everyone is so safe.
Give it up. All right. We do for this event have a maximum of 3 minutes. Why is that? No dead mermaids.
Thank you, Morgan Alba of Circus Siren Pod, for No Dead Mermaids.
So after the mermaids come up, we will do a second check. Okay? Mermaids, are you okay? All right. When you hold your breath for that long, even after you come up, sometimes you can black out. So we want to be sure that we're all safe. All right. Second group, number 2, number 4, number 6. Are you ready? Safety, are you ready?
All right,
Camera,
so we've got round 2 about to start. They're about to do their breath up, so that's really, or their breathe up. I always call it breath up. Their breathe up, so that's really exciting. And 3 minutes is the time to meet. Mermaids, just to meet. That's really impressive, though. Because you and I have been here for almost all the practices, and we do a lot of the static. And I think anybody's achieved 3 minutes. So someone was waiting in the competition.
Yeah, that was super, super cool. What a cool surprise.
Yeah. These are the faces of the voices that you're hearing right now as we chatter at you.
My name is Grace.
And my name is Courtney, and we're both part of the Mermaid Swim Club.
Woo! Yeah, it is really awesome. We've been practicing alongside with everybody, so it was really awesome to see the growth from we started in December up until now.
Yeah.
So it's been a couple months.
It's been really great watching everybody and being able to still be involved without the pressure of competing. So yeah, it's been really awesome to be a part of this.
More seconds. Mermaids, you mean me? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second check.
during the mermaid certification, you grab onto the side of the pool, you relax, and you see how long you can hold your breath for while not moving.
So really quick, what does PADI stand for? Exactly.
Yes, PADI stands for the Professional Association of Diving Instructors. So we all subscribe to there's the Mermaid Upgrade, or just called Mermaid, and that one that one's confined water. Both basic and Mermaid are confined water, and then there is Advanced Mermaid, which is open water. And the Advanced Mermaid is actually really interesting because it's all about safety. It's about rescue diving and just just being as safe as possible, because what we're doing is kind of a danger sport, actually, and so it's really important to be so safe about it.
Absolutely. And during our training, we also go through a couple basic rescue swims in case anything were to happen. So it feels good to have that, locked in, and we're ready to go for anything, hopefully.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So Anatoly did, and the coaches did make sure that we were all well aware of the safety protocols and rescue protocols for this particular. All
right.
Ooh, how many do we get?
Give it up for our mermaid.
I don't know.
Right.
You wouldn't think that holding your breath was so exciting, but it is.
Wait just a little bit. And then
I didn't notice. Did any of the mermaids do the mammalian reflex? Did they take off their masks to do this, or did everyone put their masks on? That's an interesting technique to do as well.
Oh, that's something I wish I paid attention to.
But sometimes the mermaids will choose to do the static without their mask on.
When they are done, they will reach out and grab the side of the wall. Our excellent panel of judges will be on the side, checking it all out. Mermaids 1 and 2 are over here. 1 and 2 are over here, and they'll be going first. 1 will be going first, 2 will be her safety. 3 and 4 will be over here on this wall. Okay, 3 and 4 will be over here. 3 will go first, 4 is her safety. 5 and 6, get a moment to relax. Okay? 1 and 3 will be going first. All right. Mermaids, are you ready? 1 is ready, 3 is ready. Safeties, are you ready? All right, camera, are you ready? Judges, are you ready? All right.
What's that?
Ladies, you may begin.
Yeah.
Good job. Number 3, are you ready? All right. You may begin.
Right, and just completed. I think she did 3 lengths.
All right.
Yes. So that's what, 30 meters? Yeah. 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 But so safety's in bifin, and then the mermaid is in monofin, and the monofin is what powers your tail.
Monofin, but when we safety, we stay in bifins, so the normal snorkel fins that you see. We're doing 2 and 4. Yep. All right, you're going. Number 2, number 4. Do you have your monofins on? All right. Number 2. Alright. Safe, are you ready? Judges, are you ready? Alright. Number 2, you may begin. All right. Number 4, are you ready? Safety, are you ready? Judges, are you ready? Number 4. All right. Number 4, you may begin.
He's kind of the mastermind behind all of this. He's been our director. He's the tech director. He's currently in the water as the underwater camera. So when the live gets back up, that's what you'll be seeing. Because of him.
Are you ready?
We love.
Truly, this would not be happening without him. He's doing so much for this group, and he put in so much work to make this all happen. And it's so exciting that this is the first competition of its kind for our group and for like this area, I think too.
Yeah, we believe it's the first one in the Midwest. It's the first of its kind. Yeah.
So
we're hoping to make it an annual thing. This is pretty exciting that we were able to train 6 mermaids to do this. This has been really cool.
Yeah, and if it's successful, I hope to see this competition get bigger and bigger. That's the hope and that's the dream.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're watching Kate slay in the pool. Mermaid Kate. She just did her first lap. Completed that, so that's 12 meters. I'm a mermaid, not a mathematician. All right, so she just hit the halfway mark. Let's see if she can do she has to do 2 halves more. She doesn't have to, but I think that's that achieves you 10 points. I don't know. I haven't looked at the score sheet in a while. Oh, look at her go! It's so exciting to be able to watch the action from the top of the pool and then look over. And we have a big old TV set up here. So the audience that we've got at least 25 people in the audience. We did sell out of tickets, but yeah. So watching them. Oh, look at her go! She's about to complete her 3rd lap, I think. But yeah. So we've got a big TV set up so you can watch the action under the water. Got a lot of friends and family here cheering everyone on. Excellent work, everybody.
Take just a moment to switch our fins.
Grace, do you have a strategy for when you do your dynamic? Because you've achieved a dynamic, haven't you?
Yes, not many times I did give it a shot, once or twice. I don't know, yeah, I think my tips and tricks for this would just be to try and stay at a consistent pace.
Yeah.
You don't want to like slow down or speed up too much because you don't want to exhaust yourself or waste precious breath time.
Precious.
So yeah, I think consistency is pretty important here too.
Yeah, I would say same. I always aim to go low and slow, not low, but to go nice and slow, even paced, and just really conserve that energy and just see how far I can go. I don't know that I've done 3 lengths in this pool, so watching all the mermaids achieve 3 lengths is really exciting. I think I have done the 25 meters, and in the pool behind us, which you might be able to peek, if you hear all that splashing action in the background, that is the local underwater hockey team, which is very exciting. We actually have some members who are mermaids and underwater hockey players. But so the pool behind them is 25 meters, and I have definitely a couple times done the 25 meters flat. I struggle with the turn. The turn
is really hard. I would love to give this another shot too, because I think last time I did this, it was one practice that I think I was able to get in. But yeah, I would love to give this another shot. I think because we've done the static. I feel like we started with static, and then later on moved on to dynamic during our practices and stuff.
Yeah, the dynamic is one of the big events, I would say, especially in the PADI certification program. This people tend to struggle with it, or people don't tend to struggle with it. It really just goes one way or the other. But it's very satisfying when you accomplish it. You're like, I just did that. I just swam 25 meters underwater without breathing. It's very, very exciting.
That is a huge accomplishment. Yeah. It does seem very cool.
All right, so Sue Yao, I think, just finished. She did 5 lengths.
Good job, mermaids. Can we
No,
get one more time for all of our contestants?
At least 2.
All right. Next,
fine, I'm not a judge. I don't have to pay attention.
More technical swims. All of the mermaids will be in their monofins, so no fancy tails yet. They'll line up over there at that ladder, and then we will go one by one and do all of the figures.
So this, and so there are, I believe, 7, could be 8. We switched around.
There are 8 figures.
8.
First, they'll swim on their front. Then they'll come, swim across on their back. They'll swim on their side. And then they'll do a torpedo. Torpedo is called a barrel roll. It's when they twist as they swim. Okay. Next, they'll swim to the middle, and then they'll do a foot first angel dive. Okay? It's called an angel dive because the sweeping motion of the arms pushing them down look like angel wings. When they're at the bottom, they'll do a 360-degree turn, and then come back up. Then they'll do a head first duck dive with scorpion pose. Now a scorpion pose is when the mermaid is flat with her fluke or her feet up in the air, almost like a scorpion ready to strike. They'll do a 360-degree turn and then come back up. They'll swim to this side, and then they'll go underwater and do 2 big, nice, wide back loops in a row, and then swim to the side.
So right now we're getting our very impressive curtain rig set up. So that's why the camera is kind of just bobbling in the water, and you're sort of just seeing the roof of our beautiful aquatic center, the Water's Edge in Bensonville. So pretty soon we're going to have, we have a curtain rig set up with 4 black panels in the back, and it just kind of makes things a little bit more impressive for the technical and the artistic swims.
It looks like break. It honestly looks like a theatrical stage. I feel like it really gives the look of a real performance. So
it does, and the curtains kind of billow in the background of the water, and the curtains are also there's also beautiful light. We have these 4 beautiful, huge floor-to-ceiling windows streaming in, and so it's going to be very exciting to see. Very exciting to see all of the light.
Right there.
Yes, we have medals for
the aquatic
our artists today.
Wonderful to work with. This is the pool that we train in 4 times a month. Right? These girls have been working very, very hard. Yeah, this ended up being a very impressive operation. I mean, there's a lot going on here. It is we're trying to make it as seamless as possible. So thank you very much for all your patience as we do this. But yeah, I mean, we have an underwater camera going on. We have a live stream happening at the same time. We have people in the pool, people out of the pool. We have medals for the participants. We have music, hopefully, eventually going on. We have an MC. It's exciting. There's a lot of cool stuff going on right now.
Yeah, honestly, the whole live streaming part of everything was really I don't know how we're gonna do that. I don't know anything about technology, but it's really cool that we managed to get this up and running, and yeah, this is just really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So like we said, we're getting ready for the technical demonstrations right now, and I believe we are also going to get our water safety coach, Kylie. I think she is also going to be presenting the 8 figures first as well, just so we can have a clear example. This is what it's supposed to look like, because I'm guessing a lot of viewers out there, maybe you could probably do them if you were like, oh, a horizontal swim, sure. Maybe you don't know what a scorpion is as the swimming, so we're going to have that presentation pretty soon, as long as she is okay. No, she's fine. I'm just kidding. She's great. She's wonderful. She's been here at all the practices that she could be at. She's a PADI Mermaid certified instructor, and it's fantastic. I've been so grateful for the Mermaid Swim Club. I feel so much more confident in the water, and just all the cool things that I've learned. It's just incredible.
Yeah, before I found out what mermaiding was, I never considered myself a strong swimmer, ever. But it was always something I wanted to be better at. Yeah. And honestly, this was the perfect opportunity. I'm a performer myself. I love the arts. And so it's the perfect mix of athleticism and art. And I'm that's got my name written all over it. So yeah, it's been really cool.
So soon. Yeah, same. I've always been comfortable in the water, I feel like, but it took a while for me to be very comfortable with the depth and the breath holding, and I'm still not super great with my mask on. I do it for the photo shoots and things, but I don't love swimming without my mask on anymore.
Agreed.
It's just I don't like it. I don't like when my sinuses flood.
No, it's really uncomfortable. I don't like it. I'll cough out my lungs if any water there. It's not a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
Right. I think we're getting ready.
Mermaid number 1, are you ready? Safety, are you ready? Judges, are you ready? All right.
The camera and the light, it looks so good.
The sunlight in the water looks so magical.
Swim.
That's what we keep telling them during practices. We're like, it almost doesn't matter what you're doing under there, because with the light, you look ethereal. Truly
What we're looking
ethereal.
for is in the middle of the water column.
Oh my God, that's looking so cool. So this is Mermaid Jen, our number 1 in the line competitor. So she's doing her horizontal swim right now, and then we're doing a back entry into. Oh, I guess I'm so sorry. We didn't get a demonstration from. Sorry.
Into a side swim.
So this is the horizontal upside down.
I'm looking at the camera.
So with this, what you really want to achieve is a straight duck dive right down, because that's really going to drive you down into the water. And then we want to see a really lovely sharp turn.
This one's a little.
That's where you're going to get the most points. Yeah, she definitely got. I think that was really good. She did a really nice turn there before she went into her torpedo. And the judges are only looking for one spin, but I bet we're going to see a lot of multiple spins here. Because it's really fun to spin in the water.
She'll become neutrally buoyant, so she'll neither float nor sink, and then she'll do a 360-degree turn.
So this skill is where a weight belt might come in handy if you're a particularly buoyant person. So buoyancy is going to depend on how much air you've taken in, and
She'll come up, and then she'll do a duck dive.
Oh, she did that very nicely. That was really nice.
Scorpion pose. Once she's in her scorpion pose, she'll do another 360-degree turn. Now, the important thing for these turns is that they remain, again, neutrally buoyant, neither floating nor sinking. When she comes up, she'll come to this side and then do 2 nice wide back loops. The thing we're really looking forward to in these back loops is that they're consistent, they're circular, and they're smooth.
Oh, so we had a question in the chat about how deep the pool is. Thank you very much for asking that. This is 13 feet down. Yeah, so so the further down you go, you have to be careful about equalization. So you might see the mermaids pinch their noses, and they're giving a little bit of, they're spooling out a little bit to pop their ears a little bit. That way they can not explode their brains.
All right, give it up for Mermaid number 1.
Excellent job. Yes, that was a great question. Thank you for all of you who are watching out there. Hope you're enjoying it. Let us know if you have any more questions in the chat. Grace and I are here for you.
for
The most exciting thing for Mermaid
next
number 1
contestant.
is she is the first to get in full costume for her artistic performance.
Ooh, we're going to see our very first mermaid tail, so that's exciting. But this was not required, so this is just someone wanting to do that.
All right.
Who's our mermaid doing that?
Camera, are you ready? Safety, are you ready? Mermaid number 2, are you ready?
I think Shu is Larissa,
All right.
but she's not in a tail,
Mermaid
so
number 2 is
I don't know
ready.
what Brendan was talking
That
about.
is Mermaid Larissa. Yes, I feel like the beautiful mermaid tails, that's what
tabulating
everybody's looking
scores.
forward to. That's my favorite part of mermaiding. It's the most magical part.
Absolutely.
Once we get through these really impressive technique sequences, then we'll get to the artistic performance, and I think you all are going to freak out because I do every single time I watch.
Yeah, no, it's very cool watching them don their tails and watching them. So everyone choreographed their own sequence as well for these for the artistic swims. Yeah, and I think the songs are all about a minute and a half. So it's really exciting watching that they all choreographed and then are performing the sequences. Just a little bit of a delay here. I think the judges are tallying some of the scores. So this is a little bit more subjective, whereas before they, the mermaid, it was by time or by length of the pool. This is a little bit more subjective, which is why we brought in an expert panel of judges to make sure that they are awarding points as far as athletic ability and what you're achieving here.
When we were practicing this during our training, it was probably one of the most exhausting things I've ever attempted in my life. So truly, they make it look so effortless under the water. It is really hard, really hard.
On top of, they've already done the static and they've done the dynamic, and now they're doing the technical, and then they will also be doing an artistic demonstration. These are no small feats what we're doing here.
Scuba people.
Oh, that was Brendan talking about the judges a little bit. So we've got some underwater hockey performers and players and captains, and we've got scuba divers and scuba shop owners. It's very exciting.
Are you ready? Safety, are you ready?
Audience, are you ready?
Are you ready?
Here we go.
You may begin.
Here goes our birthday
She'll
girl.
start with a front swim on her stomach in the middle of the water column. Nice, graceful. Then she'll transition into a back swim. Again, this should be in the middle of the water column. Nice undulation, grace. She'll transition into a side swim. One arm up, face at the camera. Oh, camera is out. All right, we're gonna pause right here.
Hold on a second, folks. The camera.
The camera's lost connection. We cannot judge it if we cannot see it.
We're having a little bit of technical difficulties.
This is a live
Technology
event,
and water. What are you gonna do?
All right, the camera has lost its connection.
Larissa was just too fabulous for the camera. And the camera needed a little bit of a break. Oh, I think we're back.
Okay.
It cuts out for a second and then it's back.
All right. Mermaid number 2, please restart.
Do you have a favorite move that you like to do?
In particular, I love barrel rolls. Okay. I think they look.
Mermaid number.
I think it's like the most mermaidy
Okay.
looking thing, in my opinion.
All right. Give her a round of applause, people.
Take 2.
It's a live event. All right. Safety, are you good?
Everyone here too has been there's no divas,
Judges.
there's no big egos.
You may
The
begin
team
with
is
your
truly
side
a team. It's really very cool. You know, you come into practice and
in the middle of the water
at first everyone was a little like ooh, and and then
serene expression.
everyone cheers each other on, especially when they've achieved a move that they haven't, maybe been able to achieve before, or when they do it really well again for the 5th time in a row. It's really fantastic. It's a great camaraderie here.
Truly, yeah, one of the best communities I've ever been a part of. It's so inclusive, so kind and encouraging. Yeah, seriously, not a mean bone in this entire room.
We've lost connection.
Some more technical difficulties.
Okay.
We're gonna
take a 5-minute break.
Again, Larissa was just too fabulous. Too much birthday power. So we're gonna take a little break. We'll probably still chatter at you. So I think the live stream is still going. I don't know. Yeah.
To practice.
Yeah, I've gotten the habit because I also get ravenous after a workout at the pool. I'll keep like a snack bar or some kind of like granola or whatever in my car, and then that's what I'll snack on the way home. I'm like thinking about all the cool things I just got to do because it's really fun being a mermaid.
True. It is so fun.
Yeah.
During practices, we do get. We try to film each other for any skills or routines.
Looks like our camera.
I'm always amazed when I see myself. I'm like, is that me?
I know, right? It's really cool. And it's also cool to see your growth. Okay, so I think we're getting close to getting back up and running here. Water and technology, goodness. It's pretty cool that we've been able to do even this though. But like, so during practices, the last couple of practices, Anatoly will have us do a live in the pool, watching all of the performances that just happened, and we're able to retreat. Ooh, we are back! Let's go! All right, thank you all for bearing with us while we got this up and running.
Gonna call all the mermaids back. Get ready, get in your.
All right, I really do need water though, so I'm gonna pass this off to you. Do you want any?
That's totally fine.
Audience, you're milling around.
I'm done. Yeah, thank you.
Come back, you're gonna. From where we left off at the angel dive. Angel dive. Yep.
If anyone hasn't seen it, I highly recommend you go to Netflix. There's a documentary called Merpeople. It honestly convinced me to try mermaiding for the first time. It's really a really fun documentary, and you'll learn.
Are you ready?
You'll learn a lot about the community.
Are you ready?
You'll
Judges,
learn
are we ready?
a lot about the lifestyle and professional mermaiding.
All right. Audience, are you ready? We will start at the angel dive. Again, we're looking for beautiful wide arms, a 360-degree spin, and then she'll come back up. She'll do a duck dive head first into a scorpion pose. She'll do a 360-degree turn. Again, we're looking for neutral buoyancy. She'll come back up. She'll come to this side, and then she will do a double back loop, right? So it's not a tight little flip, it is a wide circle. We're looking for control and positioning within the water column. And she'll exit to the side. All right, give it up for contestant number 2.
Excellent job.
Absolutely worth the wait. Well done. After 2 false starts, she rocked it. Well done, Larissa.
She was not discouraged. She kept going and rocked it out. That was awesome.
Mermaid number 3, are we ready? Safety, are we ready?
Hope you're all ready to see more mermaids.
Judges? Audience. Oh, judges are not ready. Judges are ready. All right, mermaid number 3, you may begin. We'll start with the front swim. Again, in the middle of the water column. We're looking for grace, beautiful undulation. Look at that. She'll transition into a back swim. Again, and this back swim is in the middle of the water column. We're looking for her to be level as she swims. Some good undulation. Then she'll transition into her side swim. One arm up, looking at the camera. Do you know how difficult it is to look beautiful and serene as you're working out like this? She'll transition into her torpedo swim. Again, we're looking for middle of the water column.
We've got some fans in the chat. We've got a lot of Go Larissas and a Go Morena and some Go Jens. That's really exciting. It's really cool to see everybody like watching and cheering their friends and family on. Yeah, so this is our Mermaid Morena right now.
In the middle of the water column.
I believe she's also an underwater hockey player, which is very exciting, yeah.
It's so cool. I'm sure there's a ton of skills that you can apply from water hockey and bring it into mermaiding.
Yeah,
look at that control. Next she'll do a duck dive into a scorpion pose.
Scorpion is what I struggle with. During practice, I could never get it. You have to just be like really level with your tail above your head. I just flop all over the place.
This is where I tapped out in practice too. Because by this point,
a double back loop.
I was very out of breath. I was very tired, and then you have to dive back down to a 360 turn, and I'm already exhausted by that point, so I tapped out.
For a nice wide circle.
It's amazing what they're accomplishing right now.
But it's also, I mean, like, that's great that you know your limitations and you're like, nope, I'm not ready for this. You know, you didn't try to push it and hurt yourself, so that's incredible.
Absolutely. Right. No dead mermaids.
No
Give
dead
it up
mermaids.
for contestant number 3. All right, that's half of our competitors down. And those girls will be getting ready for their artistic performances next. Mermaid number 4, are you ready? Safety. Camera. Judges. Nope. The judges really have the hardest thing. I mean, they have to decide who wins. It's math.
You and I got to during one of the dress rehearsals. We had played judges, and I did find it really hard. Like you're like, okay, well, you know, they did that well, but did someone else do it better? What was their score? That kind of thing. Like you're having to compare a little bit. And we were only doing 2 mermaids because only 2 mermaids here.
And it's hard for me because I love all of our teammates. So of course I'm like, I want everyone to win. I want everyone to do well.
Same. We're the worst judges. That's why they gave us the live stream commentating, because we should not be judging anyone.
No, absolutely not.
We just want everyone to have a good time.
10s across the board. Well done.
The board. Right, so this is
beautiful undulation.
Erin? I think this is Erin. Yeah, this is Mermaid Erin.
Smooth, she'll transition into a back swim.
Her leggings looked really different to me under the water, and I was confused for a second. But yeah, this is Erin. So she's on her horizontal.
Straight line.
Oh, there we go. Okay, she got a little turned around, but she figured it out. Look at that. Very straight, very nice. Really good undulation.
She'll transition into
the horizontal, or the back entry is really difficult, especially to make it look nice. I don't achieve it very well nice. Because it's you're having to, especially when you're in a tail, because a lot of the tails will have like a vinyl piece in the fluke. The fluke is what's covering your feet, and the vinyl, while making the fluke look beautiful, does add some drag to it, and so you are a lot heavier. So, you know, initially you want to like flap a lot, and you really want to keep that fluke. You want to keep your legs and your feet as straight up and down as possible, because that's going to drive you down to the floor, and that's really going to give you that nice long line, but it's very difficult to achieve on your back.
360-degree spin.
Just they've been putting in here. Look at that nice pointed toe.
She'll come up, she'll do a duck dive into a
You wouldn't think that your toes are very important when you're a mermaid, but it actually is, because it's your monofin straight up and down, so you can do more easier, the tricks a little bit easier, the skills. I always call them tricks, like they're ponies, but they're skills. They're skills with a Z.
When she surfaces, she'll go to this side.
Yeah, the scorpion's really difficult.
Back loop.
She did it really beautiful. There was just a lot of floating, because naturally your body wants to float, which is really good. It's good, so you don't, drown. No dead mermaids. This is probably my favorite, though. I love doing backflips.
Backflips are very fun. Whee!
Yeah, I know. In my head, I'm always like, whee!
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Give it up for contestant number 4.
Yeah, outside of practice, we also take some time afterwards to do a little ballet rehearsal. Because part of being a mermaid is, gracefulness, and actually ballet is great fundamentals for teaching like hand positions and pointing your toes and strength. There's a lot of ballet is about strength and athleticism.
Judges, are we
and
ready?
Body awareness too. A lot of body awareness, because you're like, oh, that's what the rest of my body is doing while my arms are doing that. So yeah, you ran a little workshop for us, which was really fun. And then we had a ballet instructor come in as well for a couple of practices. So yeah, it's been very, very robust practices that we've been doing here.
And in the middle of the water column, nice undulation. She'll transition into her back swim. Undulation. From here, we'll transition into our side swim. One arm up, looking at the camera. And then from here, we'll transition into our torpedo. Next up is the angel dive. Foot first.
Yeah, Kate chooses to swim without a mask and goggles. From what I hear, she's been doing this for a very long time. So I think she is accustomed to swimming without it, and she's comfortable with that, and that is perfectly okay.
Yeah, she has said that because she doesn't use a mask that often, she has actually developed very good underwater vision, which is very incredible because I can't see anything when I'm under the water.
The blurry blobs, that's all I see under the water, that's it.
Yeah, when it's sunny, sometimes we can see a little bit better, but yeah, she rocks it out without the mask. She does a really good job.
And she completes this.
It's really nice. I like the way that she kind of did it slower, and so she was able to peek out from behind her fin, and it was very, very siren. I liked it. It was really good.
Oh, the camera's gone out. Pause.
And we are pausing. This was great. Great job, Kate. All right, while we're pausing, I have a fun question for you, Courtney. What are some reactions you get when you tell people that you're a mermaid?
So it depends on who I'm talking to. Sometimes people go, what? Other people are like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. But also, wait, what? So I to be honest with you, I don't tell a lot of people in my real life about it because I don't always like answering questions. I like being a mystery. Follow me on Instagram if you want to know more about my mermaid adventures. So like some people, I work a 9-to-5 like corporate day job. So some of my teammates at my job do know that I'm a mermaid because sometimes I'm like, look at the cool thing I did, and I'm showing them their phone. But yeah, for the most part,
Mermaid. Woo! City Merpod. How many years ago, Emily? 3 years ago. And the Windy City Pod has really helped the Mermaid Swim Club stand up. I think almost all of our members are also part of the Windy City Pod, so we just cannot give enough thanks to the Windy City Pod and Emily. Thank you.
I found the Mermaid Swim Club through Windy City Merpod.
yeah,
So I found Windy City Merpod.
it is a bit of a tongue twister.
It is. I found them first, and then through them, I found the Mermaid Swim Club, and now I'm here.
Yeah. But so I want to make sure that we heard that because Emily's been really instrumental in all this, and today she is our judge expert as well. So she's kind of making sure that the judges all know everything that they need to know and helping tabulate scores and things like that. But yeah, so I love that question that you just asked me about what do people say, and for the most part it's pretty receptive. But I do have to find myself sort of explaining everything.
Always met with confusion, but also that's so cool, but also,
It's definitely what? Huh? Cool, awesome, but what? Yeah. Is that what you experienced?
100%, always.
As well as Christine over here. These girls have been training very hard since about November for this competition. So I began my own mermaiding journey, because mermaid is gender neutral, back in 2021. And then I was first certified by Anatoly, our cameraman, at Underwater Safaris run by Marianne. So thank you. All right. Looks like the camera's back online.
Other thing about telling people that you're a mermaid is a lot of people go, well, I want to be a mermaid too. So then, we have all these cool resources that we get to share them with. So it's fun when other people hear the siren song of the mermaid and they want to jump in. So it's really cool watching the community grow.
All right, we will start.
It's like, who hasn't played mermaids in their public pool with like the neighborhood kids? Like,
you may begin.
And then you get to experience it as an adult again, but like for real life.
Like real life. Yeah, I remember I think it was back in like 2018, 2019. I saw my first mermaid tale on Instagram, and I was like, whoa, I could live out my childhood 30-plus-year-old woman, and I could also be a mermaid. That's really exciting. And then I haven't looked back since. But yeah, here's Kate. She is double looping like a pro.
Beautiful.
And there she goes off. I'm gonna see.
Give it up for mermaid number 5.
Bless
you. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Oh, look, the light and the curtains. It's so cool. Look at her swimming off. Oh, amazing.
Beautiful. Awesome. Like we're getting ready for...
Okay, give a brief...
I believe this is our last contestant. This is our last contestant, Su Yao, also known as Yo-Yo.
Judges, are we good? Camera, are we good? All right, you may begin.
Here we go.
Not swim. Looking for the middle of the water column, graceful undulation, and then we'll transition into a back swim. The back swim will also be in the middle of the water column. Looking for a nice level line and graceful undulation. From here, we'll go into a side swim. One arm up, face at the camera. Again, we're looking for a nice straight line right across in the middle of the water column. From here, we'll go into a torpedo swim. Beautiful. This one can be disorienting. From here, we'll go into the middle for an angel dive. At the bottom of the angel dive, we'll do a 360-degree turn, remaining neutrally buoyant in the water. We'll come back up into a duck dive for a scorpion pose.
Oh, thank you all. I just checked the comments on our YouTube. Thank you all for the shout outs.
Hi, Mom. I saw your comments. Hi, Mom. On Elizabeth. Oh my gosh. Hey, girl.
Where's my mom? She said she was going to watch. Come on, Mom. Where are you, the Grant Arlen? So yeah, I was doing an amazing job, and I can't wait to hear what her final time was for the static apnea, because she achieved 2 minutes in practice at one point, and we were all just sort of like waiting, because I think we'd all bailed at like a minute, and then when she came up, she was like, huh, and we were like cheering for her because we hadn't seen that before. It was really, really cool, so I can't wait to see what she achieved. Excellent job.
Number 6 and all of our contestants.
It was a nice, smooth run. No technical difficulties. All right.
We're going to have a brief intermission so that the ladies can all get into their costumes and their full tail skins.
Yep. And And I need to check the music.
Yeah, so we may take a brief pause so that we can check some tech stuff.
Yep.
But this is what everybody's waiting for. This is the fun part.
This is the big finale. So this is what we've all been waiting for, and this is where we're going to see some tails finally. Yay!
I can't wait.
Yeah. Not that you can't be a mermaid without a tail, but the tails are really exciting. So
It brings the magic, it brings the fashion, the fun.
It really does. Yeah.
Everyone's got their own, like, we call it quote unquote mersona.
Yep, we can talk about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we love to see it. Right, shall we take a pause to check music and stuff?
Some of you with phones out, if you're taking
Great.
videos, if you're taking pictures.
so they can hear it. And they've been practicing it and practicing it and practicing it, so it's going to be really cool.
Audience, online and in person, are you ready for the artistic swims? Yeah! This is what mermaiding is all about. So, every single mermaid has created choreography to music for you, okay? The judges have a variety of things that they're going to score each mermaid on, including clean technique, smooth breathe ups, right? So when they come up for a breath, it's nice, smooth, and fluid. They're looking at diversity in figures and technical elements, artistic expression, and overall impression, okay? It's a very hard rubric. All right, mermaid number 1, are you ready? Safety, are you ready? Camera, are you ready? Judges, are we ready? Audience, are we ready? Music, are we ready? You may begin when the music begins. For contestant number 1.
I love a bubble kiss. Awesome job.
Now there are a number of tail makers here in the US and overseas. And I believe contestant number 1, was that a finfolk? Is your tail a finfolk tail? Yeah. So finfolk releases a new tail every month. And then that tail is produced just for that month, and then never again until it comes back.
And if anyone was curious, we do have a really awesome piece of equipment under the water.
The interesting thing about finfolk tails.
It's an underwater speaker, so that
all the girls were earlier.
Our mermaids can hear the music very loud and clear.
In between 2 vines.
Yeah, we crowdfunded last year to get this really impressive, like, performance level underwater speaker. And so thank you if any of you are watching. Thank you to any of you who donated to us. It's been really awesome to be under the water and just like it feels like we're in a movie. I don't know about you. I feel like I'm in a movie.
Truly, it's awesome. I love having the music on while we swim.
The tail makers that we have are Mer Taylor, based out of Florida. Their system is a silicone monofin. So these are a little floppier, and then the tail skin just goes over directly on that monofin.
And I think we have underwater sound system. I think it's the same one that they use for Cirque du Soleil, I believe.
I think you're right. Yeah, that sounds correct.
Judges, are you good?
Because I believe that they have an underwater show as well of some kind.
Ooh, we're getting scores.
All right.
So bar out of 50. We have a 46, a 41, a little bit of math. Math is hard, guys. Seriously.
We're mermaids, not mathematicians.
And a 36. All right, give it up.
Those are really incredible scores. Out of 50, that's well done, Jen.
Okay. Mermaid number 2, are you ready? Safety, are we ready? Camera? Judges? Music? All right, you may begin when the music begins. Number 2 was what's called a weight belt. So she has a belt with some seashells that each weigh about 1 pound. Okay? So for some of our floatier fishies, this is what helps them become neutrally buoyant. Right? Does anyone in the audience know what the floatiest part of your body is? Anyone? Your lungs. Yeah, because it's full of air. After that, it's going to be your adipose tissue. What's the most negatively buoyant part of your body? So what's going to make you sink? That's right, it's going to be your bones and your muscles, okay? So, for some of our floatier fishies, the way we counteract it, if we can't just expel our air, is going to be through the use of a weight belt. But it's going to be very important for safety reasons that you're able to take that quickly, or if you black out, that someone else can take it off you very quickly, okay? And again, that's why we have safety divers. It's the number 1 rule of mermaiding.
No dead mermaids.
No dead mermaids.
It also doubles as a super cute accessory, just saying. The weight belts.
Oh yeah. There's some really cool makers out there who are making really cool accessories for them.
Really, I think our biggest learning for next year is calculators, right?
We keep joking that, we're mermaids, not mathematicians, but there actually is kind of a lot of math involved in mermaiding because you have to know, how deep you're going, and there's math involved as far as like how much weight you're going to need for that. But yeah, so mermaiding is using all of your skills, including math.
We have the scores. True. We have a 33, a 42, a 41, and a 39. Good job, contestant number 2. All right, we're going into our third one. Mermaid number 3, are you ready?
This is Mermaid Marina. Here she goes.
Judges, music. You may begin when the music begins. up for mermaid number 3. And now again when she can hear you. All right. So, one thing you might notice about our mermaids is that they're actually wearing goggles today. But usually, when you see mermaids on Instagram, you might see them without goggles, okay? Not having goggles is perfectly fine if you're doing a very quick photo shoot, but we want to protect our mermaids' eyesight, okay? There's a lot of chlorine in this water, some chemicals in pool water. In open water, you have animals living in there. So every time you take your goggles off, there is a risk to your eyesight. And so for that reason, we do not penalize our mermaids in this competition for wearing eyewear. Now, the biggest thing with wearing eyewear though is that it's hard to see the beautiful makeup that they've done for today. So, come see them afterwards and just admire their beautiful mugs.
Well done, Mermaid Marina, our contestant number 3. That was beautiful. I love how dreamlike her music is. Well done.
Really pretty and soft. I love that.
Yeah. Good job. Good job.
All right, we have a 54, 45. It only goes to 50. 45, 45, 42, and a 46.
Fantastic. Fantastic. The scores will be posted later as well. Our amazing video person, switch person is going to post that later. I got to go with music.
Camera, are we ready? Judges, are we ready? Music, are we ready?
This is Erin.
They begin when the music begins.
Let's go, Erin.
The feed is cut out. I'm so sorry.
All right.
It was beautiful while I was still recording.
It was beautiful.
Give it up for mermaid number 4.
All right. We're probably going to do a take 2 on that.
Such a good run.
We were doing so well.
So well. So well. Again, too much fabulous for one camera stream.
Courtney, I have a question for you. While we're waiting, what is some advice, or what would you tell somebody who wants to try mermaiding for the very first time?
Oh, I love that. So don't be like me and buy a really expensive, not expensive, but like, a giant fluked tail that's really heavy right away. Get one of the tails that are a little bit more accessible, maybe like a Fin or Finfolk and Mertailor both have tails that fit your monofin, your Linden monofin. I would try for something like that first and get the basics down, because it's important to build those foundational skills first. So, once you're ready, or still buy it, go out and get your big, beautiful fluked tail. But that's what I would say is start small, build those foundational skills, and don't get discouraged. That's one thing that I always have to remind myself. I'm not the type of person like, oh, I'm not good at it right away, I'll never be good at it. And mermaiding was one of the first things that I was like, I like this, and I want to be better at it.
Yeah.
Even though I was in the competition, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I can do this year. And so even though I knew my limits, I knew my limitations, I'm still so happy with my progress and where I am in the water, and where my mermaid journey has taken me. So I would say don't get discouraged. Keep it up. Keep practicing. Find a local pod. Find a gym or a pool that will let you bring your monofin in, and really just do it. Do the thing. do the thing.
Absolutely, and I think it's important to not try it for the first time alone. So definitely swim with a buddy.
Always swim with a buddy. Thank you.
Oh, there we go.
I will be right
We're
back.
Woo! Yep. We'll go ahead and start from the top. All right. Mermaid, are you ready? Safety, are we ready? Camera. Judges? Music. You may begin when the music begins. Give it up for Mermaid number 4. All right. If you didn't know, we do have a live stream going on right here. So there are some folks at home who are watching us.
How to
Well, that makes it easy to
release yourself from your tail. I think that's really important. FinFun has
We have smaller.
a really accessible tail for that. It's really easy to release yourself if you need
There's
to.
2 answers.
And that's also, not that we're not sponsored by these companies, but that's also what's nice about the Linden monofin. There's straps on the back of it. It was designed by mermaids for mermaids, so the straps on the back of it make it very easy to yank your feet out because it's, again, no dead mermaids. It's very important to be so safe when you're doing this.
And again, the Mermaid Swim Club, mermaid communities in general are some of the most inclusive, kind people, at least in my experience. So if you ever want to come join us for a swim, I highly encourage it. Don't be afraid. Everyone is so nice. Sometime.
Are we ready?
All right, 2 mermaids to go.
Safety, are we ready?
Here we go.
Camera, are we ready? Ooh. Nope. 1 second. All right, camera's good. Judges, are we ready? Music, are we ready? Mermaid, you may begin when the music begins.